You know that scene in a movie where the parents have to sit down with their kid and tell them they were adopted? Well, we have to have the chat. You know how I've been calling you Ford 9-inch for your whole life, for the last 7 years, 6 years? Well, your parents were actually Chevy. Your parents were Chevy, your grandparents were Chevy. You're actually a 57 Chevy Posse rear end. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you even have a birthmark right here that says GM. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, look, Daddy still loves you, okay? We're still good. So that's a fairly shocking revelation. Can't believe I just assumed, because the original seller of the vehicle, that came from the Rat Rod originally, and he said it was a Chevy body with a Ford 9-inch rear diff. And then when I was getting the frame built, the guy that was helping me build the frame even said it was a 9-inch Ford. So ever since, I've been calling it a 9-inch Ford. And it's a 57 Chevy rear end, possibly from a Bel Air. Oh well, now I know why the hubs are Chevy, because it's a Chevy. Right, let me show you what we're doing today. On my last video, I was asking everyone what I should do about the steering linkage to go from the Mustang II up and over the headers and everything like that. Everyone suggested, in fact demanded, that I need to put the motor back in, put the body on, line it all up at once before I cut the frame. So that is what I'm going to do, because I listen to you guys, even if I'm a grumpy you know what. So I may as well bolt the Crown Vic back in place permanently now. Now, because there's adjustment there, as you can see, on both sides. I need to realign it, make sure it's perfectly straight like I did before, and then bolt it all up. And then after it's all bolted up, I will remove the steering rack and clean that up and paint it, then bolt that back on, and that's that taken care of. So let's go on with that. Actually, before I do that, I have yet another question for you. Ford Crown Vic front cross member, Ford Crown Vic hubs, they are 114, 4.5 lug nut pattern, okay, with extremely positive offset, comes way inside. These are 17-inch wheels. I think I could get 16s, but as you can see, even the 17s, there's not a lot of space between the calipers and the rims, so I'm going to try and keep with the 17-inch. Currently on the rear, I've got Chevy hubs, obviously, because we all know now it's a Chevy rear end. It had Chevy hubs anyway, but at the moment I've got basically just roller rims. They are 5x120, which isn't 4.75 like it kind of should be. 4.75 is actually 120.2, I believe, something like that. So I really need to get Chevy rims. However, here's my plan. These are 16-inch, I want 17-inch in the back. And as you can see, there's not a huge amount of space there with the 16-inch wheels. So 17-inch wheels would probably bring it maybe about another ½ inch closer to the frame, which I really don't like. So how's this for a plan? I'm thinking of getting wheel adapter plates to change it from the 4.75 to the 4.5, which means I will be able to run the 17-inch Crown Vic wheels all round, and it also means the adapter plates will come out maybe about 1.5 inches from there. So the wheel would probably, this wheel would probably sit there, but if I'm getting wider wheels anyway, then the wheels will sit about there with the adapter plates. So let me know what you think of that. It would be much nicer to have 4 wheels all the same lug pattern, same size, everything. So once I cleaned this up, I realised that only this section is steel. This is the only bit that had rust on it. Everything else is aluminium. So I've masked that off, and I'll just spray that bit black. And these little adapter plates that I needed, they just need some black as well, and I'll let them dry before I put it back on. Want to ever have to touch that again. Don't you just hate waiting for paint to dry? It's my little brackets cooking in the sun, and that's how my steering rack turned out. I think it looks pretty cool like that with the shiny black and the aluminium. Now don't panic, I've ordered new rubber boots for each side. There's a big hole in that one anyway, so it's not even worth cleaning them up because they've got holes. So once I get the new boots, it will look spectacular, I think. Another 30 minutes in the sun should do it. I think I'll go grab some lunch. While I'm away, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Hint, hint. Okay, let's do this. Let's have a look, shall we? I think that looks pretty. So what else did I do? I cleaned up these bolts. I kind of rounded the tops just to make it a bit less jaggy. So they're all nice and clean. This whole area is clean. Obviously this bit will still get its rubber boot, and I'll clean that up and paint it at that time. Need to fill them with grease. So that's all tightened up, but those keen-eyed subscribers among you will notice that I do not have an anti-sway bar. Now, do I need one? That is the question. I know it would be better with one, but do I need one? And how much better would it be? So it would actually come from that hub, do a wee curly thing under there and out to the other one. So it would attach probably in this gap here with just a sort of U bracket type thing. So let me know if you think that is an absolute essential item, or if I can get that later. Next on the agenda, motor in there, body on there, so that I can line up this steering disaster. I don't want to do that again. Please make it stop. Anyway, let's see where we're at. Ah, the front end looks lovely. Although I do need to clean up this and that. Needs a wee bit of paint to stop that from happening. Okay, steering. Right, where were we? So, steering shaft has to come up there and get into the cabin somehow. Now, I think we could be lucky, guys. I think it could go through there. Might need to move the dipstick a little bit, but there's plenty of room to put a shaft through there. And I did measure the inside. Roughly, the steering shaft will be coming out about there, which is pretty much in line with that route there. So I don't think we need to chop into the frame. Woohoo! That's good news. I'm out of breath. This hot rod building's hard work, you know. Right, I am stopping there for today because my garage is a disaster. So I need to tidy that up. I lose half my tools when it's like this. Okay, question then is about the wheels. Do I go Ford rear adapters from Chevy to Ford and then all four wheels are the same? Or do I get spacers for the front and change them to Chevy? I can't really enlarge. I can't widen the front. It's as narrow as I can. I've already shortened it 6 inches. I can't take it any further in. Therefore, any normal wheels are going to stick out past the fender, so that's no use. Right, so tomorrow, I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. Not a clue. Probably Wheel of Fortune time. So thanks for dropping by. And the neighbours are wondering why I'm talking to my engine hoist. That's alright, they think I'm crazy anyway. Okay, see you tomorrow.